Hello, assalamu alaikum everybody. Welcome to our next live. So today and for the next few weeks, we're going to have a different method of showing you our lives, different method and different methodology. We're going to do our lives as mini coaching sessions just so that you can figure out or you can get a sneak preview of what we're going to do in our coaching sessions, inshallah. And we are joined today with by Timmie, by Iram, and by Lara, mashallah. We all came to see you guys today and talk to you and get to know all of you. And we thought that it might be nice for you guys to get to know us a little bit as well. You will be getting to know us more, mashallah, those of you that have signed up for the coaching session. So see you guys in about another 24 minutes. If you don't have the link, just send us a PM and we will give you the link again, inshallah, for the Zoom chat. But for now, we're going to do a little game. Are you guys ready? Can you text me send me a quick text, comment, say salam, say hi, say that you're ready to play the game. Are you guys ready, Iram, Lara, and Timmie?
Yes, sure. We're waiting for...
You guys can play along as well. So we're going to use us four as examples, but we would like to ask right now, who is most likely to, I'm going to go with what I said earlier. Who is most likely to burn the dinner?
Me.
Me. 4 out of 4.
Everybody.
Lara, do you have a question you'd like to ask us all?
Okay. A question for our audience and or for our other Iram and Timmie and yourself.
Yes, all of us. We can all answer.
Okay. A mum's life. Okay. What? Okay, this is a really mean one. Which of your children is the most annoying one?
Do we have to say it out loud or just know it in our heart? Which of my kids is most likely to annoy me? I think for me it changes day to day. What about you, Iram?
Same. I mean, it's from different moment to different moment. I think the one that's the most loved annoys the most as well.
Oh, that's always true, isn't it? SubhanAllah. Yeah. I think I'm the annoying child for my parents. Does that count?
Yes, that counts.
Yeah, but I 100% agree with Iram. It's changed. It's the most annoying one I feel is sometimes myself, because if I'm angry or I'm not good mood, then everybody's annoying for me, right? So it's me. I'm a child as well. So the most annoying one is myself.
That's so true. For me, can I change it to my husband? He annoys me the most.
Yeah, sure. Timmie, you're quiet. Would you like to contribute something?
I was gonna say the same thing. I think it changes by the day. And in terms of burning the food, I don't think we ever call it burning the food. We always say it's well done. So
yes, that's right.
Yeah. Eatable. My kids, they say always, "Oh, mom, we still can't eat this. That's fine."
Oh, bless them.
Here I have a small joke, if you may. During film, so there was this one couple, right? And in our culture, in Desi culture, whether it's Indian, Pakistani, or Bengali, it doesn't matter. You cook this rice pudding called kheer. Yes. So this couple, they were married for a number of years, and every time the wife would cook kheer, and she would really cook it well, but the husband would always say, "Oh, it's not like my mother's. Oh, it's not like my mother's." And then after years, one day, the kheer got burnt a little. It was edible, but it got burnt. So it had that, because it's milk, so it has that distinct smell of burnt, right? And she was scared, but she gave it to her husband, like, okay, whatever. And he tasted it and he was so happy. He said, "Oh, this is just like my mother's kheer."
That's brilliant, mashallah.
That's perfect, isn't it?
Alhamdulillah.
Oh,
Okay.
mashallah.
Next question.
Okay. Is it your turn, Timmie, to ask a question?
Sure. I think I'm going to switch topics a little bit. I'm going to go with something positive. So which out of the four of us you think makes the best tea? Chai, tea, any type of tea, green tea, black tea? What are the guesses?
We
Iram.
haven't tasted each other's tea, so it can be biased. I've tasted yours. Yours is best.
Because you've tasted it. I don't know, Laura, what kind of tea do you make? Then I have to make my judgment. Do you make the Desi tea?
Okay, I'm German. I'm just taking the tea bag into the water, and that's it. I'm not really. Yes. So I'm the loser today. I'm just boiling the water and putting my tea back inside, and that's it.
Yeah, I do the same as the tea bag dip.
Yeah, tea bag dipper for me too. I don't even put sugar, just tea bag, a little bit of milk. To be honest, I'll prefer coffee. I think you guys know that. So I'll probably the worst tea maker in the world because I make coffee instead.
So it's probably Timmie because she asked about the tea. So for her, is the tea important? I see. Okay, Timmie, you are the winner today.
I was gonna say I love drinking coffee, but I also love making tea. So in Pakistan, we used to have this thing where our teapot is never off the stove. So we used to say anytime it's tea time.
That's right. I think that's what in England. I think Americans love their coffee a lot more, right?
Mhm.
In England, it's always like pop the kettle on, put a cuppa. Do you want a cuppa?
Yeah.
Anyone, wherever you're going. All right, Iram, it's your turn.
Okay. What question should it be? I'm not prepared. Okay, so I'll ask this. Since it's Timmie's coaching session today, inshallah ta'ala, and Timmie is always, mashallah, about the positives, let's do another positive question. When you, who amongst us has the most threshold in patience? Like, can you give an example where you thought you really lost it, but you were so proud of yourself, like, oh my god, I did not lose it. Do you have any such examples?
For me, as a school teacher, I feel like I'm always acting, like I always act annoyed or angry. And one of the funniest stories is that when we all do it, like a lot of teachers, but you get really mad at a class, but then you look at them and they get really scared of you because they look at your face and they think you're really, really angry. And you have to turn around to the board and laugh so that you can get your laugh out. And then you turn around again. But yeah, I think to be a teacher anyway, you have to be super patient. But I wouldn't say I'm the most patient in the world. What about you, Lara?
I would call myself I'm a quite patient person, and if you personally know me, I'm a very quiet person. So it has to happen something really, really bad that I am getting impatient. Yes, if I'm loud, then people they know there's something happened, something major. So Alhamdulillah, I would say people tell me I'm quite patient and very calm, so I do believe it as well. With the time, yes, I guess I'm quite patient.
Mashallah, that's good.
What about you, Timmie?
I think it depends. I'm going to give a diplomatic answer. So I think I have a lot of patience for work, kids I work with, my own children. I think where our patience gets tested the most is probably with our spouses.
Yes.
So I tell him that, he brings out the best in me and the worst in me. So he's the only person on this planet that has the ability to invoke those extreme emotions. But other than that, I think I'm pretty patient for the most part, alhamdulillah. And I think one thing we really try to do is whenever it's like a tough situation, we try to make it funny or fun. So, it just takes the edge off a lot of times. So I feel like we're goofballs in our house. And any single time, even if we're having like an argument, a serious argument or something like that, at the end of it, there's like a big laugh because, we think of something funny, and redirect our own energies into something positive.
That's brilliant, mashallah. And what about you, Iram? Are you a patient person?
No, alhamdulillah. I'm very proud to say, shamelessly, that I'm not a patient person at all. But, so I'll tell you this. I was on a road trip with the family wedding, right? And so we are 12, 13 people in the van, and there are kids bickering in the back of the van, and one of them is a guest who's sitting in the front. He's with his, and so he has never heard me say anything, those pretenses that we keep in front of new guests. And so the children are bickering, and they're right behind me, and they're like, yeah. And then there's this loud, oi! I swear, I saw that guy, he shivered. He was like, oh my God, what happened?
That was the mom oi, wasn't it?
Yes, that was the mom oi. And then the whole went silent. Alhamdulillah, it was managed from there on. So I have those outbursts. I usually, what I have learned as a parent coach and what I have tried and tested is I just move away from the situation if I can. I was just stuck in the van. I wouldn't have said that, oi, but I was just stuck in that one for the next 3 hours, and my mind calculated that if I don't put my foot down now, the next 3 hours are going to give me a migraine. So I did that.
Bless.
Yeah, but that's reasonable, really. These are situations I'm loud too. Exactly. You need to calculate the situation and see what I'm going to do now. MashaAllah, tabarakallah.
So the live today was about how to create lifelong connections with our children. And one of the main things that I think why we played this game and why we wanted you guys to play this game at home as well with your kids is because the kids are going to be so happy when they realize what you think of them. So when you say things like Timmie said, I know we were doing some jokey ones as well, and we didn't do the who's going to have a baby next, but it's got to be Lara, right? That's the only person.
I'm getting ready to be a grandma. Khalas, I'm done.
Honestly, that's on my mind too. Anyway, so what we wanted to do was learn about each other. We want you guys to learn about each other as well, inshallah. I want to see some more comments in the chat, please, next time, ladies. We would love to hear from you guys, love to hear what you think and whether you think we're right. Were we the right ones? Were we right that so-and-so is the best one at whatever we said, which I've just forgotten for a second. Who was the best at making tea? Timmie, right?
Yeah.
You guys agree with us? Let us know in the comments, and also try and play this game with your kids, because when I play it with mine, I just know that they get so happy sometimes that I think, Suleiman's going to be an astronaut. He's the most likely to be an astronaut, like it can be as crazy and outrageous as possible and as you want, right? Or it can be as lifelike as you want it as well. Who's the most likely to get angry in the next 2 minutes? And that someone has just nicked the other person's chocolate, and then you figure it out and you make a laugh and a joke about it, like Timmie said. So what we want you guys to do is try to play this game with your kids, see how it goes, let us know how it goes, share in the comments, share in the Facebook group. We just want to hear about those lifelong connections, and we hope that you've really enjoyed reading our email this week, because it's all about how we created those lifelong connections with our own families. And inshallah, we hope that you guys can too. Please do join us for the refresh, relax, recharge coaching sessions, and Timmie is here to tell you a little bit more about that because she's going to be leading it today.
Thank you, Sarah. So I want to speak to moms. Do your kids listen to you easily, or is it like pulling teeth, trying to get them to do something, trying to get them to listen to you? Wouldn't it be great if our children listened to us easily, painlessly, and they took action when we asked them to do something, and they grew up to become the best reflections of us? I know that every mom's heart wants that. I definitely want that for my children. And I want to tell you that it can be done, and it definitely can be done with less effort than you may be exerting currently. If we are we just need to be able to connect with their hearts and understand our children at a very deep level. Once we are able to do that, we are making a lifelong connection with our children. And we are here to show you how to do that and how to do that easily and quickly. So in today's coaching session, I will be covering 10 strategies that I have implemented with my family, and they have worked like wonders for my children, my family. And I'm sharing those with you. They are inspired by a book by Angela Thomas called 52 Things Kids Need from a Mom. It is such an amazing read. Every time I read it, and I've read it several times ever since I read it the first time, I get something new out of it every single time, and it makes me feel so great as a mom. And I always see hope that there are so many things that I can do differently, I can do better. We're all trying. We're trying our best on a daily basis. We just want to take the edge off for you. We want to make it as easy and as painless as possible. So inshallah, I hope that you will join us. And there is still time to register. We will share the link for registering, and inshallah, we'll see you there. Thank you.
Yeah, we've shared the link in the chats. The session is all about, Farhina, the session is all about creating a lifelong connection with your children. So with Allah by your side, inshallah, and from an Islamic perspective, what kind of things you can do to get that bond and get it going with your children, inshallah, so that we can really, make your life this summer a lot easier than it might normally be. Right, Timmie?
Yep. For sure.
Can't wait for the session in 8 minutes time. So we are going to go off and get ready for that, inshallah. So please do sign up. The link is right here in the chat. And if you watch this on a replay, please let us know, #replay. And inshallah, if you join us later after the session, it's still okay, because you will get the full recording of this session. Plus there are 7 more, inshallah, for the next 8 weeks. We are here ready to help you with all of our years of experience, mashallah. Iram, we are not maybe grandmas by age, but collectively I think we are doing all right, yeah? Suleiman asked me today, what does abuelita mean in Spanish? He was watching something and the boy said it in Spanish, and then I was trying to figure it out. I'm sure it was grandma, right?
Yes,
but what is abuelita?
yes,
I didn't understand that bit. I knew abuela, but anyway, the point is, you guys, that we are looking forward to seeing all of you, inshallah, in our session. So some lucky people have signed up, and they're going to be surprised with our surprise guests as well, inshallah. And those of you that haven't, you're going to miss out. Don't get the FOMO. Get rid of the FOMO. Get back in here, all of you. So we'd love to see you soon, inshallah. Okay? And it's assalamu alaikum from us.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Assalamu alaikum.